Thank you very much. I too want to wish you well, Minister, in your new post, and I think you're very fit. I see you running yesterday evening to the chamber, and it was no bother to you at all. But however, Minister, I will be opposing and voting against this bill as well, because I'm very worried about parts of it. This new bill currently purposed is dressed up to look like it's only dealing with issues to help in terms of COVID-19. However, centuries of legislation will be abolished to appease vulture funds who want to evict Irish families, or maybe take farms off of farmers, or property off of commercial property owners. It relates to, and Chapter 3 relates to a very important decision in the appeal court recently in Promontory versus Burns regarding the admissibility of hearsay that took in all other relevant authorities and in effect gave the vultures and receivers a very easy route to court and a more than credible defence against them in terms of how they might present their alleged evidence. This bill is going through at breakneck speed. The Burns case was in court in April, and this bill was proposed on July 22nd. They effectively not only want to kill the decision in the Burns case in its entirety, but also to make it even easier in terms of evidence from third parties in civil proceedings, which would make it a free-for-all. You don't even have to identify where you got the information, just in effect believe it to be true, and that should be good enough according to this bill as is worded. That's very wrong and very unfair, and would be undue and cause massive hardship on poor people who may have done nothing wrong. This bill cannot and should not be allowed to be passed in this format. It's a blatant attempt to further the cause of vulture funds and receivers, in particular, who have been finding the courts a much rockier road of late. Chapter 3 needs to be amended, or properly it should be disregarded. If we as elected members let down ordinary working people, farmers, house owners, business people, by allowing it, by making it easier for vulture funds to take that property off them and sell them, we would be abdicating our duty. And Chairman, I just want to say, these vultures, and like Matty said, vultures, we all know what they are. And the way the banks have handled this and sold their debt to these vulture funds, that's wrong in the first place. And that's what we should be addressing to get rid of them. It should never have happened that they be allowed to sell their debt to vulture funds.
Thank you, Deputy.